Hello and welcome back to another episode of LMS Cast. I'm joined by a special guest. His name is Eric Davis. You can find him over at Upsell Plugin. That's upsellplugin.com. You can also find Upsell Plugin on the Lifter LMS add-ons page. Today we're going to talk about upselling, sales funnels, how to do it in WordPress, and dive into the magic that is Upsell Plugin. But first, welcome to the show, Eric.
Awesome. Thanks for having me, Chris.
Yeah, it's great to be here and chat with another person who's into marketing and helping people make more money and stuff.
Absolutely.
Let's lay the ground floor for people who may be kind of unfamiliar with sales funnels, upsells, downsells. Like, give us a high level education of, key concepts of a sales funnel.
Absolutely. So, maybe I overthink it, but it's pretty straightforward nowadays. Essentially, you have somebody that's coming to your website. You've kind of gained their trust already for getting them to your site, and they're ready to purchase something from you. Specifically, let's say a course via Lifter LMS. So now that you have them strategically and they're engaged in your website, you're going to want to sell them more. And there's no better way to sell more to somebody while they're actively checking out on your website. So what the Upsell plugin allows you to do is while they're checking out, you can take them to a separate page after they purchase that initial product and offer them an additional, course, product, whatever it is, that might, help that person achieve whatever results they're trying to accomplish. So, when it comes to sales funnels, again, it's a term that's became more hot over the past 5 or so years. But, there's the order bumps, the upsells, the downsells, that stuff. So somebody is going to land on your checkout page. You have some order bumps, and the order bumps, what I like to describe order bumps as is if you're going to your grocery store and you're checking out, there's the gum, the mints, that kind of stuff. So it's like an impulse buy. You want to grab that piece of gum, add it to your cart. You're increasing that average order value, that order value of that customer. After they check out, you essentially send them to another page where we call it an upsell, offering them another, Lifter LMS course. Do you want to add this to your order? Yes or no? If they say yes, you just upsell them on a new offer. And if they say no, you essentially can take them to a downsell. Your sales funnels with the Upsell plugin can have as many, pieces as it wants. There's no limitations, but that's kind of a high level approach of a sales funnel. Hopefully it made sense.
That makes sense. One where I get confused and maybe you can shed some light is I get upsell, I get downsell, but what is a cross sell?
A cross sell is more of, so it kind of all goes hand in hand, at least in my mind, the way I think about it. But a cross sell is essentially, offering them a product that's similar already to what they're checking out for. But when it comes to Upsell plugin, we don't really offer cross sells typically with that. It's more of, taking them through a strategic checkout path. A cross sell, from my experience at least, is more of, something that's kind of popping up during that process of the checkout and selling them on another product or service.
Awesome. Well, let's look at some like Lifter LMS examples. And by the way, we're going to be doing, this is a podcast episode, so you're watching us talk, or you're most likely listening in your earbuds. But we are going to actually do a video demo that you'll find on the Lifter LMS YouTube channel. It's going to be a separate video. So we're going to be talking about ideas and concepts here. But if you'd like to see this in action, Eric's going to do a demo, and that'll be on our YouTube channel as a standalone video. So look out for that. But just to go over some other ideas, just to get the gears turning on how you could use Upsell plugin with Lifter LMS. One example is you may, let's start at the beginning. Let's say the first upsell is a course. Maybe you have an ebook that you're selling, but then you want to be like in the checkout, like upsell from that, getting the ebook to also get a course. I'm just going to keep going up the chain. If you're selling a course, maybe you have a membership that includes private coaching or group coaching. So great, you got the $100 course. Do you want the coaching for $100 a month or whatever it is? And then you can upsell that way. Downselling is also fun. Let's say you have an expensive membership to your academy of courses that has 5, 10, 20, 100 courses in it, and somebody it's too much, it's not right, it's overwhelming for them. They could downsell into just a single introductory course that's much cheaper. So just throwing out a couple ways to think about this.
Absolutely. And if I can add on to that a little bit, because again, as you mentioned, it'll make more sense when they see it in action. But one of the reasons I developed the Upsell plugin as well, and I'm not trying to bash WooCommerce, for example, or anything. WooCommerce is an amazing tool, and I use it for some of my own personal projects. But when it comes to, let's use Lifter LMS again as an example, and it comes to selling courses and membership, I'm a big believer in helping your customer obtain whatever results they're looking for. So when it comes to like WooCommerce, for example, and letting them pick and choose what courses they want to add to their cart, to me, you're kind of doing a disservice to your customer, because by overwhelming them and bombarding them with so many courses, they're probably going to get too sidetracked and too much, information coming in, overload, that they're not going to be able to reach whatever they're trying to achieve. So that's why with the Upsell plugin, it's not like a basket. It's not, here's my cart, let me choose these 6. It might sound great. It might sound like to you as the course seller, the Lifter LMS website owner, hey, I just sold 6 courses. It might sound great, but you're probably going to lose in the long run, because by having them add those 6 courses to your cart and checking out, they're probably never going to really reach what they're trying to achieve. So with the Upsell plugin, you're sort of taking them through a strategic path. I want to learn how to, fix an engine on a car. Okay, I'm going to add that course to my checkout. Okay, I just checked out. I now have the course and I'm ready to start learning how to fix engines. Well, what goes along with that? Not necessarily how to, fix basketball hoops, but it would probably make more sense on how to fix, how to change a tire on a car. So, okay, that makes sense. I want to add that to my order. So ultimately, you're helping them probably figure out how to, become a better mechanic or something, or how to fix cars, or how to, more, everything's kind of related to that car. And then they're going to become, once you help them achieve that result and becoming a better mechanic and learning how to fix cars, they're probably going to now become a lifetime customer of yours. So instead of letting them choose all these different courses on things to do, and maybe that was a poor example, but ultimately what I'm trying to say is, if you can take them through a strategic sales funnel on the course that make most sense for them to achieve whatever they're trying to achieve, you're probably going to end up, having a customer for lifetime, and that lifetime value is going to be more than if they just came to your site one time, purchased 6 courses, added them all to the cart, and then they never really get anywhere with those courses. So, again, hopefully that made sense, but that's sort of the process of, the upselling and downselling. You can ultimately do whatever you want with the Upsell plugin, but what I strongly suggest is you're not just going to upsell them on something just to make more money. You're going to upsell them and offer them a course that makes sense with what they just purchased from you to help them achieve the results they want to achieve. And now they're going to be a lifetime, they're going to love you for helping them achieve what they're trying to, accomplish. And they're going to be, a lifetime customer of yours.
I love that. And just to expand on what you're saying there, I think Russell Brunson over at ClickFunnels did a really good job with kind of instilling this idea to the internet marketing world that you don't need a website, you need a sales funnel. So if you're kind of new to these concepts, like what Eric is talking about, having a guided experience. Imagine if you could not put a menu on the top of your website or even footer links, and the experience that you're crafting is they go from one page to the next page and they have decisions they can make, like, oh, I don't want this right now, then we're in a downsell. Oh, I do want this right now, we're in an upsell. It's an extreme example to not have a menu on your website and literally the entire thing is landing pages that kind of have a decision tree in them. But that's the way to think about it and understand it. For example, if you do an ad, you kind of want to send people to a landing page with a specific offer or call to action, not necessarily give people the menu and all these places they can go. You're trying to do a specific sales funnel that starts from an ad or another call to action from, let's say, a YouTube video or anything. So thinking about that flow and kind of guiding the user through your offer and giving them decisions is a really smart way to think about that.
Absolutely.
Let's talk technically a little bit. So in the example we're talking about, typically upselling happens from like a landing page. Well, first there's an offer on a landing page. There's typically a call to action button. It's somewhat good practice to have one call to action so that users don't get or visitors don't get decision fatigue. But where talk about the technicality of Upsell Plugin in terms of handling the checkout, landing pages, WordPress. Like, what are the pieces that come together to make it possible?
So the beauty, in my mind at least, the beauty of Upsell Plugin is we didn't want to take over any of the page builders or the websites or the course, Lifter LMS. Everybody kind of has a specialty and they do an amazing job. I would be lying if I said, hey, I'm going to create a page builder that's better than Elementor or better than Divi. I'd be lying about that. But so ultimately, the way that Upsell Plugin works is we integrate directly with everything. So it's really just links and shortcodes. So you can just install Upsell Plugin on your site and use everything you pretty much already have set up. All you have to do is take a shortcode for the checkout form, plug that into your checkout page that you've already designed, and now the checkout form would be populated. And then when somebody purchases Course A, let's say we created a product inside of Upsell Plugin called Course A, we say, where should they be redirected to after they purchase this? We can redirect them to a sales page that we created that is now doing the one-click upsell functionality, Upsell Plugin with Course B. So when it comes to the integration process with WordPress and everything, Lifter LMS, we're not redesigning anything. Essentially, we're kind of working with whatever you already have in place and allowing you to use, all the amazing tools and features that those other tools already have.
And we'll go into this in a video, but Lifter LMS, just technically, if you're thinking about how do I connect all this together, as an example, courses and memberships have an option to have a different sales page for your course than the default Lifter page. So you kind of have two options. You could have a custom page, or you can embed that checkout with shortcode right where Eric is talking about. And of course, you could have a button somewhere on your site or a menu link that goes into the flow that you want people to go into for upselling.
And then the way that the Upsell Plugin, and like you're saying, exactly correct. And we can even take it one step further, because the way that our integration works, and it'll make more sense once we do the screen share and people see this, but you create a product inside the Upsell Plugin. Let's just call it Course A. And inside of when you're creating that plugin, when you're creating that product, there's an integration tabs with Lifter LMS that you just simply enable it. And you say, when somebody purchases this in product, enroll them into Course A in Lifter LMS. So you can create a sales page however you want. And then that checkout call to action button, when they click on it, would take them to the checkout form. And that checkout form, when they go through that process, will automatically add them into Course A on Lifter LMS, because you have the product attached to the course inside of Lifter LMS.
That's awesome. Let's talk a little bit about integrations. So you have a lot of integrations. Of course, you integrate with Lifter LMS.
Yes.
But you also have, for example, MailChimp and ActiveCampaign. So
Yep.
how do the email marketing tools like that integrate with Upsell Plugin?
Awesome. Yep. So again, pretty basic, at least to me. Maybe I look at it too much. I say it's basic, but you essentially, add the API keys from MailChimp or ActiveCampaign, for example. And then what we allow you to do is, just like I explained with Lifter LMS, if they purchase a specific product, you can tag them and or add them to a specific list inside of your email marketing service. So again, let's work with Course A. If a customer purchases Course A, you can add them to Course A list inside of MailChimp and tag them Course A as well. So now when they make that purchase, they automatically get added to MailChimp. And then again, that's huge, because if we go back, I'm talking about, this customer becoming a lifetime customer of yours. You now know inside of your email marketing system what they purchased, so you can follow up with them appropriately. If they were on your marketing campaign and now they purchased Course A, you can set up an automation now inside of ActiveCampaign, MailChimp, all the other ones. We want to remove them from our marketing campaign. We want to add them to our, automation sequence for when somebody purchases a Course A, so we can follow up with them appropriately. So, we allow you to add your customer to a specific list or tag with, most of the main email marketing solutions, so you can follow up with them using their powerful automation tools. And we also have a Zapier app as well. So if the email service you're not using we don't have a direct integration with, we have a Zapier app that will allow you to connect with, pretty much any of the main guys.
Nice. And this is a good point to clarify on, is Upsell plugin creates its own checkout and has its own integration with Stripe and PayPal.
Correct.
If you're going to do
Yes.
this, you need to connect to your Stripe and PayPal. Even though Lifter has those things, if you're going to go down this route, it's totally fine to use the Upsell plugins, PayPal and Stripe integration, which is essentially the same thing as the Lifter one. And I'm really glad you created this, because Lifter LMS does not have these kind of sales funnel like tools. So I'm really happy that you've done this. I also noticed affiliate WP on your integrations. That's popular with Lifter LMS users. Tell us more about how that works.
Yep. So just, you know, as most website owners know, having an affiliate program can be extremely powerful. You know, it just helps you, you know, have users drive essentially traffic and sales to your site. So we have an integration. We have a direct integration with two affiliate programs. One is, or affiliate tools, I should say, is Affiliate WP, which is a WordPress plugin. And then another one called iDev Affiliate. I think iDev Affiliate has a direct integration with Lifter LMS as well. But
Yeah.
iDev Affiliate is not a WordPress plugin. It's you know, standalone solution, but it's really powerful and I like it a lot. I personally use iDev Affiliate, but Affiliate WP is another really good one. And you know, it's pretty basic how it works. Again, it's, you know, just if the customer, you create your affiliate program using Affiliate WP, your customers, clients, whoever your influencers, whoever you're trying to attract becomes an affiliate of yours. They now have their referral links, their referral codes. When they send the traffic to the website, if that customer checks out and purchases a product via Upsell Plugin, that affiliate will generate the commission based on the commission settings that you have set up inside of Affiliate WP. So again, going back to like the page builders and things like that on how we work, we're not trying to, sometimes people are like, you don't have an affiliate program. And you know, my answer is we don't have an affiliate program because we're focusing on creating a checkout solution that's going to convert for you, that's going to optimize for you. We can spend our time and try to figure out how to convert an affiliate or create an affiliate program, but Affiliate WP does an amazing job. You know, that's why we would rather integrate with tools like Affiliate WP, Lifter LMS that does an amazing job, instead of saying, hey, I want to create, you know, my own LMS. Well, I don't, you know, I would rather say use Lifter LMS and then use Upsell Plugin. So it's the same process with the affiliate program. You know, use Affiliate WP, use iDev Affiliate because their programs are amazing, and then use Upsell Plugin as the checkout process.
Nice. I also see you have WP Fusion, which is very popular in the Lifter community. Could you step through how that works with Upsell Plugin?
Absolutely. So they have an integration on their end, and then we actually have a direct integration on ours as well. But you know, it works pretty much the same way as like the email marketing, where, you know, that's, you know, I know WP Fusion can be used as a membership tool and things like that, but it all ties back to your email marketing service system. So it's essentially the process works the same way, where, you know, you can add when it's all on a per product basis. So if you need to do something with, you know, WP Fusion, where when somebody purchases course A, you want to enroll them into, you know, tag them on course A inside of your affiliate program, or I'm sorry, inside of your email marketing system through WP Fusion, you can do so. So again, it's, you know, I keep using the word basic. Maybe it's not basic because I'm just looking at it all the time, but that's essentially how it works. Everything is like on a per product basis. So you can be strategic about your follow-ups and everything like that.
That's awesome. And I just want to throw a pro tip out there. So if you're thinking about using the Upsell plugin, and let's say you're using Lifter LMS's e-commerce or the Lifter LMS WooCommerce integration, and you've got like a catalog of courses, but you're trying to get more sales, you're trying to experiment with, let's say, paid ads like Facebook ads or Google ads. And for that, it's particularly helpful to use more of a sales funnel flow. You're getting the traffic, you're paying for traffic, you want a specific landing page, you want to upsell and downsell that traffic, and give them that more sales funnel like experience that you can control, but also add more clarity, value, and ease to the visitor. That's a great way to get started with the Upsell plugin. So you don't necessarily have to like re-engineer. If you're already kind of moving, you don't have to re-engineer how your site currently works, but you can actually just add more value by doing some ads and doing some upsells. And it doesn't even have to be ads. You could be experimenting with, let's say, a strategic partnership with somebody else's podcast or YouTube channel, and you want a specific flow for people coming from the call to action from there, that's a great way to kind of get started with the Upsell plugin. Tell us the story, Eric. How did this all start for you? Why create this? Or how did I know people get fascinated? There's a fascination here because, like you said, you're super focused on just the upsell optimized checkout flow. How did that start in your story?
Yep. So my story is, as you already mentioned, like, ClickFunnels, for example. So I've been developing websites for the past probably about 10 years now. And about 5 years ago or so, when ClickFunnels was really, making their main push, maybe it's been more than 5 years now, but my clients would come to me and say, "Hey, I want to build a sales funnel." I said, "Awesome, that sounds great. Let's create a sales funnel." Just like you, Chris, I'm assuming, I love WordPress and I like to stay inside the WordPress ecosystem just because it's open source. If you want to do something, as long as you or, you can have a team around you that knows how to accomplish it and create it, you can create it with inside of WordPress. So when my clients would come to me and say, "Hey, can you help me create a sales funnel?" At that time, I would say, "We can, but we either have to sign up for ClickFunnels or there's the solutions, with WooCommerce. And if you're selling courses and membership, it's just, in my opinion, too much. It's just, we have to buy another 6 or 7 extensions, subscription extensions, things like that." So in the beginning, I was helping them with those different, channels. But then, being the WordPress lover, I was like, I feel like there's just this missing piece in the WordPress ecosystem for creating and being able to easily, I should say, create a sales funnel. So that's why for the past 5 years, I've been spending, my time, my energy, my money on developing the Upsell plugin, continuing to maintain it because, everything essentially is built into the Upsell plugin. So again, you don't need WooCommerce. It integrates directly with Stripe or PayPal and everything, subscriptions. You don't have to get another extension through us. It's, it's all right there. To be honest, maybe it's a poor business decision, I should be upselling people and buying more extensions and more modules and things like that. But currently the way that, and for the past 5 years, the way we've been selling the Upsell plugin is, everything is built into it. So, again, I just thought that I just thought there was a missing piece inside of the WordPress ecosystem for somebody that wanted to quickly and easily create a sales funnel. So that's why, ultimately I've been developing and maintaining the Upsell plugin.
And I just want to mention too, I just went over to the ClickFunnels pricing page, and you're looking at spending about $3,000 a year with ClickFunnels.
Yep.
And Upsell plugin, just like in WordPress, like they're way, way, way more economical solutions for literally more power and customization and stuff
Yep.
like that. So
absolutely,
just throwing that out there. This has been awesome, Eric. I appreciate our chat. We're actually going to switch to go create a video together about how specifically with screen sharing to use the Upsell plugin with Lifter LMS. So go look for that on the Lifter LMS YouTube channel. Also be sure to check out the Upsell plugin. That's upsellplugin.com. You can also find it on the Lifter LMS website in our third-party add-ons, where we recommend tools to help add even more value to your learning management system. But Eric, thanks for coming on the show, talking about marketing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're here to help you make more money. Like upselling and downselling and all this can be very powerful and better for your users to have a clear path and give them decisions and stuff like that. So thank you for making Upsell plugin, and thanks for coming on the show.
Awesome. Thanks for having me, Chris.